worry, my lord. The arrow didn't in fact enter my body.
Ah, good.
No, by 1,000 to 1 chance, my willy got in the way.
Extraordinary.
Yeah, I'd only just put it there. But now, I will leave it there forever.
Quite so, Baldric. It can be your lucky willy.
Yes, my lord. Years from now, I'll show it to my grandchildren.
Yes, Baldric, I think the grandchildren may now be out of the question.
What?
Poor old pea-brain, eh? Ha! Never catch me falling in love, that's for damn sure as mustard. Come in.
Good day to you, Lord Blackadder.
Ah. Good day to you. Boy, what is it brings you here?
I'm an honest, hard-working lad, but poor, and I must support my father, who is stark raving mad. Therefore, I come to London to seek a servant's wage.
Well, yes, indeed. Unfortunately, I already have a servant.
The word is that your servant is the worst servant in London.
That's true. Baldric, you're fired. Be out of the house. Well, young man, you've got yourself a job. What do they call you?
Kate.
Isn't that a bit of a girl's name?
Oh, it's short for, Bob.
Bob.
Yes.
Well, Bob, welcome on board. Sorry, Baldric, any reason you're still here?
I've got nowhere to go, my lord.
Oh, surely you'll be allowed to starve to death in one of the royal parks.
I've been in your service since I was 2.5, my lord.
Well, that must be why I'm so utterly sick of the sight of you.
Can I just stay here and do the same job but for no wages?
Well, you know where you'd have to live.
In the gutter?
Yes. And you'd have to work a bit harder, too.
Of course, my lord.
All right, go and get Bob's stuff in and chuck your filthy muck out into the street.
God bless you, sweet master.
Bob. Bob, this is Percy, a dimwit I don't seem to be able to shake off.
Hello there, Bob. You young roister-doister, you. You look a likely sort of lad for tricks and sports and all sorts of jolly rosy-cheeked caperings, eh? Of course you do. And more besides, I'll warrant you, young scamp.
Thank you so much for letting me stay, Lord Blackadder.
No, not at all, Bob. I'm looking forward to having you. Having another man about the house instead of that animal Baldric. Excuse me, I'm just going to the lavatory.
How little he knows, and how much I would have him know.
I say, Bob, I think this calls for a celebration. How about a game of cop and ball? And a slap of tea at Mrs. Miggin's pie shop.
Get lost, creep.
I like you, young Bob. You've got balls.
Nice try, Melty, but it's no use. I'm still bald.
Well, I'm very sorry, madam. Your royal father used to be very amused by my impersonation of Columbus.
Doesn't surprise me. He used to laugh at... those people with the funny faces and the bells.
Jesters, ma'am.
No, lepers. Where's Edmund these days?
Well, the whisper on the underground grapevine, ma'am, is that Lord Blackadder is spending all his time with a young boy in his service.
Oh. Do you think he'd spend more time with me if I was a boy?
Surely not, madam.
You almost were a boy, my little cherry pip.
What?
Yeah. Out you popped out of your mummy's tumpkin, and everyone shouted, "It's a boy, it's a boy." And then someone said, "But it hasn't got a winkle." And then I said, "A boy without a winkle? God be praised, it's a miracle, a boy without a winkle." And then St. Thomas More pointed out that a boy without a winkle is a girl. And everyone was really disappointed.
Yes, well, you see, he was a very perceptive man, Sir Thomas More.
What has happened to Edmund? There's something very odd about someone who spends all their time with a servant.
Well, Bob, we're a couple of fine lads together, aren't we? Let's get ratted and talk about girls, eh? Yes, we could sing some really dirty songs and... Oh, God. I find you curiously pleasant company, young Bob.
I'm honoured, and for my part want nothing more than to be with you, old man.
Well, absolutely. I mean, there's nothing more healthy and normal than having a good chum.
What in beg you, my lord of love.
You mean rumpy-pumpy?
What would you say, my lord, if I were to say, I love you?
Well, of course, it depends entirely on who you said it to. If you said it to a horse, I'd presume you were sick. If you said it to Baldric, I'd presume you were blind. And if you said it to me...
Yes,
well,
my lord.
Well, I'd naturally assume we were having a big lad's joke about back ticklers, the way we healthy fellows often do, and I'd probably grab you for a friendly wrestle, and then we'd probably slap each other's thighs like jolly good chums and laugh at what it would be like if we really did fancy each other.
In that case, my lord, I love you.
Don't worry, Bob. He used to try and kill me, too.
I'm glad to see you. What do you want?
Well, I was wondering if I might sleep on the roof, sir. Only the town bailiff says if I lie in the gutter, I'll be flushed into the Thames with all the other turds.
Yeah, certainly, Baldy. Help yourself. I was just off to bed. Anyway. Good night, Baldric. Good night, Bob.
Good night, my lord.
Yes. Oh, God.
Now then, what seems to be the trouble?
Well, it's my manservant.
I see. Well, don't be embarrassed. If you've got the pox, just pop your manservant on the table and we'll take a look at it.
No, I mean, it's my real manservant.
Uh-huh. And what's wrong with him?
There's nothing wrong with him. That's the problem. He's perfect. And last night, I almost kissed him.
I see. So you've started fancying boys then, have you?
Not boys, a boy.
Yes, well, let's not split hairs. It's all rather disgusting and naturally you're worried.
Of course I'm worried.
Well, of course you are. It isn't every day a man wakes up to discover he's a screaming bender with no more right to live on God's clean earth than a weasel. Ashamed of yourself?
Not really, no.
Bloody hell, I would be. And still, why should I complain? It just leaves more rampant totty for us real men, eh?
Look, am I paying for this personal abuse, or is it extra?
No, all part of the service. I think you're in luck, though. An extraordinary new cure has just been developed for exactly this kind of sordid problem.
It wouldn't have anything to do with leeches, would it?
I had no idea you were a medical man.
I've never had anything you doctors didn't try to cure with leeches. A leech on my ear for earache, a leech on my bottom for constipation.
They're marvellous, aren't they?
Well, the bottom one wasn't. I just sat down and squashed it.
You know, the leech comes to us on the highest authority.
Yes, I'd heard that. Dr. Hoffman of Stuttgart, isn't it?
That's right, the great Hoffman.
Owner of the largest leech farm in Europe.
Yes. Well, I can't spend all day gossiping. I'm a busy man. As far as this case is concerned, I've now had time to think it over, and I can strongly recommend a course of
leeches. Just pop a couple down my codpiece before I go to bed.
No. Don't be ridiculous. This isn't the Dark Ages. Just pop 4 in your mouth in the morning and let them dissolve slowly. In a couple of weeks, you'll be beating your servant with a stick just like the rest of us.
You're just an old quack, aren't you?
I'd rather be a quack than a ducky. Good day.
Anything to follow, my lord? This lovely fat spider I found in the bar. I was saving it for myself, but if you found it...
Shut up, Baldric. I don't eat invertebrates for fun, you know. This is doctor's orders.
Oh, I don't hold with this newfangled doctrine. Any problems? I go to the wise woman.
Yes, Baldric, I'm long past entrusting myself to some deranged druid who gives her professional address as one dunghill mansion's Putney. Tell me, young crone, is this Putney?
That it be.
Yes, it is, not that it be. You don't have to talk in that stupid voice to me. I'm not a tourist. I seek information about a wise woman.
The wise woman. The wise woman.
Yes, the wise woman.
2 things, my lord.